Once your eyes are open, you can't unsee it. Once you've tasted freedom, you'll never settle for bondage again. Now, I know you guys might hear that quote and be like, what are you talking about today, Desaiah? Firstly, I want to say that I'm sorry I've been gone for so long. I know I had some things I had to take care of, but we're back and we're talking about some motivation today. So, before we get into the motivation, you could skip this if you want to, but I just want to say that I'm not going to be uploading as frequently, but I am going to be uploading twice a week and uploading shorts as well. So I just wanted to give you guys that update before we got into the video. Now, today, we're going to get into that moment. And you might not understand what I mean by that moment, but there's always a moment that you're going to have where something clicks inside you. Sometimes you might get it when you're young, when you're older. Sometimes it might not happen for you at all. But when you finally realize that moment is always the same. I can't live at the bottom anymore. For me, that moment hit me hard in life. Watching my family and the people that I grew up with scrape just to get by. I saw all of them barely surviving, always hustling, but never really living. And I saw the same thing for myself as well. And I got a taste of something different for the first time ever when I became a game designer. That felt like it was gonna be my breakthrough moment. It felt like a dream come true for me. And it lit a fire in me like, yes, I'm finally a game designer, I made it. But it was a different type of fire. It wasn't just like a regular fire. Like I said, I wasn't satisfied. Like, I wanted more. I didn't want to just be a game designer and work someone else's dream. I wanted to work my own dream. I wanted my own freedom. I wanted to be able to set my parents, my friends, and everyone free. And in that moment, when I finally got there, I knew that I could never settle again. But I'm always truthful with you guys, and I think you guys noticed from some of my videos that have popped off. When I took that leap of faith and quit my job, success didn't just show up the next day after I took that leap of faith. In fact, I took the leap and hit the ground. And I didn't just hit the ground. Like the cartoons, like Looney Tunes, when you just like splat on the ground. Yeah, that happened to me. I had to scrape back up to the top, brick by brick. I had to learn new skills, build new connections, and I had to humble myself all over again. And I'm always real with you guys every single day. I'm still climbing that mountain because I'm not where I want to be yet. But now that hunger that I had is just so much different. I've seen what's possible. I've seen how other people live. And when you get a taste of that for once in your life, you really don't settle for less. Luke 12:48 says, "To whom much is given, much is required." Think about that for a minute. I gave you a moment of silence for a reason. Really think about that. Because a lot of people quote that, but don't fully grasp what that means. Because this verse was spoken by Jesus after telling a parable about servants being given responsibility and how the master expects them to steward it well. It's not about being gifted or talented. It's about what you do with that gift. God is going to give you a purpose. He's going to give you creativity. He's going to give you vision. But he's not going to give you all of that while you're sitting still. He's going to watch and see if you're going to multiply that gift, if you're going to continue to work on it, if you're going to continue to go day by day by day, perfecting your craft every single day. You're not going to win based off of just pure talent every single day. You're not going to get the abundance just by waiting around for God to show up. You got to reach out. You've got to search for the purpose. You got to chase it down and you got to grow it. If you want to be a basketball player, yes, you could be talented. You could shoot threes from anywhere on the court. But if you're not working on that every single day, your fundamentals, the rest of your skills, what position you want to play, the playbook, all of those things, you're just going to be another person filled with talent, but no passion. God, that was powerful. I know. It's like being handed the seed. God is going to provide the seed, but if you never plant it, if you never water it, if you never tend to that seed, it's not going to grow into what God provided the seed to be. That's the responsibility side of your blessing. Because I know a lot of you are in a hard place right now. I know a lot of you might be a single parent. I know a lot of you might be juggling bills. I know a lot of you might have kids. I know a lot of you might have your own dreams. I know a lot of you may be exhausted and questioning if it's worth it, because I know that feeling because I've been through it before. I've asked myself this every single day I wake up. Is it even worth it? And I have to fight that feeling every single time, because yes, every single day I wake up, it's worth it. Even if you work on something for an hour, 2, 3, 4, 5, however long it's been, even if you work on it for the whole day and you don't see the profits that you were expecting, at the end of the day, you are making progress, whether it is seen or it is not. That struggle that you go through, it's going to shape you into a different character and prepare you for your next level. You can't just give up because it's hard. I know because I've been through it. There are so many games that I've made that have failed, and I've sat there thinking, why don't I just give up? The reason you don't give up is because the breakthrough is on the other side. Every failure leads to the success, but you can't make the success without the failure. One comes with the other. Failure comes with the success. Success comes with the failure. Ask any person that's made it in life. Ask any person that has streamed. Any person that has tried to be an esports player, any person that's a billionaire, any person that's a businessman, lawyer, doctor. All of that success comes with the failure. Deuteronomy 28:13 says, the Lord will make you the head and not the tail, and you will always be on top and never at the bottom if you obey the commandments of the Lord your God. This verse is a bold promise, and you have to know the context. If you don't, I'll tell you it now. God was speaking to the Israelites, laying out blessings for obedience. He was telling them, if you follow my ways, you're not going to live under oppression, poverty, or defeat. You'll live as the head, leading, thriving, and flourishing. That's not just for them in that particular situation. This is for you and the rest of your life right now. It means you're not meant to be average. You're not meant to fade into the background. You're meant to stand out, to rise up, and to fully live out the purpose God planted in you. Like I said, it's not enough. Sometimes you're going to have that moment where you're going to sit down and you're going to think, yes, I want to be more. Sometimes you don't, and that's okay. You're not going to get that moment until you realize it. But you're not meant to be that average person. You're not meant to fade into the background. You're not meant to just be a background character. You're meant to be the main character in your own life. Don't be the background character to somebody else's story. Be the main character to your own story. Because you're not meant to be small. You're not meant to shrink yourself. You're not meant to doubt yourself. You're the head and not the tail. You're above, not beneath. You're not going to always be at the bottom. Don't act like you belong at the bottom when God has called you to the top. And I'm telling you now, when you get a taste of real success, real purpose, when you see what your life can actually be like, when you finally get to sit in first class for once in your life and then go back to economy, you never want to go back. You won't be satisfied with just enough anymore. You won't be okay with just blending in anymore. That hunger and drive is exactly where you need to be in life, because chasing the greatness that God placed inside of you isn't just sitting around and praying and waiting for it to happen. You gotta stand up and make it happen. No matter how you get it done, you're gonna get it done because God is with you. And I'm gonna leave you with this, because maybe you've lost your job. Maybe you've been betrayed. I've been betrayed before, so I understand it. You might feel stuck in a season and feel like nothing is moving. But hear me out when I say you're still in the fight and God will not be done with you. Keep pushing. Keep trusting. Because once you get that glimpse of freedom, that glimpse of success, that glimpse of what your purpose in life is, your spirit's never going to let you settle again. God put greatness in you for a reason. It's time for you to walk it out. And that's where I'll leave it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the bell so you guys are notified of videos I upload. Do anything you can to have my non-existent videos be seen. And with that, Desaiah signing off.